Ladies and gentlemen, Ukulele Bill here, and this first song is Block Island. Sitting on the deck looking out at the beautiful view. Just entertainment guests for the 5 coffee hour. Went to Harbor, take out best burgers in the world on Block Island. Need to get songs for next Thursday's show. People think I'm crazy singing on the corner, better than in my living room, singing, playing, writing, because it is the top. Someday spend summers here on Block Island, place for playing on the deck chair lounge, relaxing from the hustle and bustle of the island. With all the tourist boats coming in like packs of cattle. Cattle there, baby. Always mine. Busy thinking of words. Ladies and gentlemen, my mind, if somebody mentions a word or whatever, I'll mention the song, and, that's the way I am, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just an old has-been, just trying to become an entertainer. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is called Places of Business. Attention to all your bosses in your ivory towers. If you want your places of business, please train your employees who manage the registers. Make sure they know what they are doing. Also make sure that your workers are doing their jobs expertly. It seems that although some of the burger places always getting orders wrong, doing what they want instead of following orders correctly. Remember all the CNAs who work in your nursing homes? They're always short-handed. Just pay them a little bit more. Remember that the front people decide if your business should stay open or closed. Ladies and gentlemen, the CNAs, I was a CNA at a nursing home, and sometimes it was just 2 of us. We would be in a lockdown ward with 48 patients who had dementia. Now, let me tell you something, folks. Pay your CNAs more money, because the seniors, they don't sleep at night, folks. Oh, well, just a little word of whatever you want to call it from Ukulele Bill. Who knows nothing? All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is called marriage. And ladies and gentlemen, I would not make a good marriage counselor. Okie dokie. When I got married, I had to tell my father. When I learned, he had to go meet the priest. Would you believe? He had to prove that I was his son. Going to marry my wife in her church. I told him, well, I had to attend this marriage class. Oh my God. My wife is Catholic. I am Protestant. I had to, as I said, go to this class. The priest and I did not see eye to eye. When my mother asked me if I invited the priest to our reception, I said no. Oh, but guess what, folks? I did invite him to our reception, and him and my former father-in-law, well, they had a good time. Okay, this song is called Ukulele Bill. Oh, what a title, what a title. Oh, all right. Okay, now I guess this is going to the boss. My wife, I shouldn't say my boss. Oh, I know you women or you husbands don't like that. Okay, I wonder why you work every day. Maybe after this year, of thinking, no, not get better, but maybe I will quit, go into a beautiful place, pay 1 check a month, and go to Block Island twice a year, take walks on a nice day, maybe relax, no bills to pay. Read, maybe play the ukulele, write no songs, no more Channel 9, no going to stores, no place to hurry to, no more getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go to work. Take our time. No more lottery. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it seems like, like when we want to go out to eat or whatever, or go out to breakfast, you realize, ladies and gentlemen, that clock does not stop ticking. It seems that when we were working, 5 minutes felt like a half hour. So either the phone rings and it's some inconsiderate loan company, or they're spam calls, or whatever. Go on a nice assisted living, and won't have any of that. Just pay 1 check a month. All right, this here is medicines. Oh boy, don't you folks love it? What some of these? Oh yeah. They came up with new shots to prevent you from getting COVID or pneumonia. Ladies and gentlemen, they're giving you that. It's supposed to be a dead shot, but let me tell you, folks, it's not. Okay, this is medicines. I am allergic to almost anything. My doctor gave me something to solve the problems. Luckily, no side effects. When the doctors give you something and mention the side effects, maybe better not take them in the first place. Will it affect what you certainly take? See doctors that don't know what you're taking or what the side effects are. that what you're taking. Well, I took a pharmacist from CVS. Told me not to take it. Messed up with something awful. Hospitals and doctors don't know what. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, you'd be surprised at what you're taking and what they give you. Man, do you know that messed me up a lot? And it took that pharmacist to tell me not to take it. Well, doctors, they're not magicians. Okay, this here is lose. Okay. I never met someone who hates someone like my wife hates me. Oh, am I in trouble? Whatever I do or don't. She's a Democrat. I'm a Republican. I listen to music. She doesn't. I know what I like. The heat. Her, no. We are always hot opposites. They say that opposites attract. Well, I always lose. Marriage vows, folks. For better or worse, richer or poorer, sickness and in health. Well, you know what the last one is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is called Never Back Down. I am getting tired of seeing my views going down. It is time to see those figures going around. I am Ukulele Bill. I am a fighter. I'll unfortunately make enemies along the way. Sorry, I do not like enemies. Never charge money. I do it for fun. Watch out, Hollywood. I'm coming to town. Never make a spectacle, no siree. Will be only me. Hollywood, I won't back down. You'll never win. I won't back down. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of 2026, ladies and gentlemen, I plan on walking the red carpet in Hollywood. And guess what? If they want to know who I am or whatever, they want to be a friend of mine, I'll just say, hey, how about buying my VIP card for $200? Wow. All right. This one's called Getting Depressed. The next two albums I do. I will see what my future as Ukulele Bill will be. If things do not improve, if 2026 goes bad, I just might quit. I've spent a lot of money and keep on losing. How much am I going to sacrifice? I'm getting depressed. I only do it for fun. However, the longer I do this, it's not being much fun. anymore. I'm getting older. Accomplishing not much anymore. Getting tired. Getting tired of losing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I've been doing this for a while, and after September, I'll have 10 albums. And, I am, I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to, get some recognition. Of course, my brother says, Willie, by the time you get any money, you'll be 6 feet in the ground. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. That just might be true, but who knows what happens? I'm a fighter, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a Whiteley, and Whiteley's never back down. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. This is called Night in Boston. Mwah. All right. One night, my cousin and I and a friend of ours went to Boston for a cup of coffee. I had left my car in Lincoln at my cousin's house. Now it's time to go home. The problem was, how do we get out of Boston? Our friend was superstitious. Wait till you hear this one, folks. When a black cat crossed his path, he turned and almost hit a light post. Finally, we make it out of Boston. The signs for 95 had not been installed yet. Of course, I remember the way that we went to Boston. However, took the wrong turn. We end up in Plymouth. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that night, by the time I got home with my car, it was 5:30 in the morning. My mother was up, and boy, oh boy, she was not very happy. And then I wasn't too happy because I had to be to work at Hasbro at 7 o'clock. Oh, I had an hour and a half or whatever to get to work. I'll tell you something, folks, that day on that printing press that I was banging on, whatever you want to call it, all day, I was not a happy guy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is something that we could really get away. Just get it out of earth. Just don't even mention it anymore. It's called social media or media or whatever. Okay. Hello, yes. This is Ukulele Bill speaking. Hold on. You read what? I bought a Rolls Royce and read what? I also have been nominated as the Entertainer of the Year. Where did you read that? On Facebook? Well, if you believe that on Facebook, you are as crazy as I am. Facebook and all its lies, scams. Believe that, and I am too. Crazy social media. Oh my God. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, oh my word. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Wind Cried Ukulele Bill. Went to Dollar General in Seacon. 4 crackers, 29 cents cheaper than Stop and Shop. Oh boy. When we were loading the bags into the car, seemed the wind took the carriage and hit a car. Parked at least four classes away. So what am I going to do? Be blamed for the win? Do you want to call the police? Only thing I needed was a can of spray paint. How can I be blamed? And the wind cried, Ukulele Bill. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I should have said all right. Went to cello's Labor Day. It usually was when Rebecca was working. Oh my gosh. When we found out Rebecca was not working, the boss says we should have gone to the pizza place. I should have said all right. It seems nothing goes right anymore. From now on, we'll find out if Rebecca is working. If not, we'll go to the pizza place. Seems that folks, I guess whatever she says, I am going to have to pay attention and go along with her. You know, folks, some of the guys, you got to bow down to the wife. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is called No Internet. Oh, wouldn't that be great, folks? When I was growing up, did not have computers, no internet. Things were simple. We had TV with glass tubes. We had no panel, whatever you want to call that. The internet was to form life to be simple. As far as I know, it is a pain. Also, people today, for some reason, cannot read. I ordered a round egg biscuit sandwich. It was on the register right on the other end. Well, that round egg and came out wrong. Now, how can a round egg biscuit sandwich come out wrong? Well, that's fast food. That's fast food restaurants. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this here is food allergy. I remember in the last nursing home for rehab, when they served the food, could not eat it, had a food allergy. Well, at least they served delicious, well-done hamburgers. I believe ate at least 14 of them. When they served the breakfast, not enough to fill the cavity. I need to build my strength. When I asked for more, they could not believe that. I had to tell them more waffles and more French toast. Okay, this is another song called What's This? Marriage. Oh, when you meet that special someone, you both agree everything is fine. You go out and have fun, you both get along. Go out with friends and have a happy, good time. Then you both agree and decide to get married. When you both exchange rings, start a family, then you cross that line, only discover everything is not fine. Now have responsibilities never had before. Now you need to find a place to live for the three of you. Never go out anymore, like all the doors are closed. ladies and gentlemen, I almost did all the songs. I think I only had one left. That was a great day. Don't ask me to be a marriage counselor. All right, folks, it's time. Good night, sleep tight, and pleasant dreams to you. Here's a wish and a prayer that every dream comes true. And though it's always sweet sorrow to part, you know you'll always remain in my heart. Good night, sleep tight, and pleasant dreams to you. Here's a wish and a prayer that every dream comes true. And now till we meet again, adios, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen. Good night, and remember, folks, as Lawrence Welk always said, keep a song in your heart. Ukulele Bill saying, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.